Good, beautiful morning, everyone. We are headed out on day 2 of our adventures from Florida to Maine to go home to be with my parents for a while. You guys know what to do. Grab yourselves a tasty treat and a beverage of your choice and keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside this vlog at all times. And if you missed yesterday's, please go back and check that out. I also did a separate vlog of the KOA here, the Jacksonville North St. Mary's KOA, so you can check that out as well. If you use other forms of social media, you can check us out on Facebook. We have a Facebook group, and there's a bunny going past our cabin, and I don't think I caught that because Teddy's window is foggy. Oh, and Instagram. All right, Teddy, let's go have some fun. Go back to the car. Here he comes. I found the treehouse.
Hi, I'm Christina from Hammocks to Coasters.
I have told you time and time again, you're not going to paint the baby pink.
Gonna drive the Jeep. Gonna drive it down the road. See where we go.
So I'm instantly strolling around this very nice 1, 2, 3, go. On the next episode of Alone Family Challenge.
Hi, Mr. Pink.
Who is this little bundle of joy?
So it's probably in low 80s, very foggy, misty, humid, damp. That feeling of you took a shower this morning, but you don't feel like you did. Teddy is actually finally finishing up the whoopie pie from yesterday's adventures from Cumbies. We are all packed and we are gonna hit the road to our next destination, and we'd like you guys to follow along with us. I'll come help you fix your blanket, honey. And he dropped his cup too, I gotta go get that. Grabbing gas at the Pilot that's right across the street from the KOA. Regular unleaded is $3.29 a gallon. I really needed a pretty good heavy full tank almost. So it took a little over 17 gallons for me to bring her to full at 57 bucks. I know I have a Pilot rewards card somewhere, but I need a new wallet and I really need to work on that today because I have various rewards cards I probably could be using and don't. So there's your travel tip. When you go on a long road trip, make sure you have all your cards in order, all your logins, everything. All right, now it's time for snacks. Got the phone call in to my mom. I had called Mark earlier today. Now, got gas now at Walmart. I'm gonna go grab some snacks. I meant to do that yesterday and it just never paled out. But I don't like actually having to buy all my snacks and drinks out. As you can see, he did finish off the whoopie pie from yesterday. There's crumbs we gotta knock out of the way. Well, but let's go get some snacks to put in our cooler, huh? Snacks acquired. For this adventure, I'm doing primarily non-perishables, but I'm still using my cooler just because it makes a good storage tote. So there's a whole mess of stuff in there, and I have a little bit of a travel hack that if you don't want to bother with a whole like tablecloth when you're picnicking, grab a little placemat like in Walmart, cheap, or Dollar Tree even, or Family Dollar, or Dollar General, or wherever you buy stuff like that. And like this will fit in the top of my cooler and I won't get it wet or anything because I don't have any ice or anything in it. Or you could put it in your storage tote or wherever. But any picnic table I stop at, I can just lay this down and Teddy has a nice little small clean spot for his snacks. So gonna try that out instead of having a whole like tablecloth and stuff to deal with and fold back up. And then I have some other stuff that's cold that can fit in my little cooler up front and stuff we're gonna have right now. Here's Teddy's breakfast. Well, it's going on 9:11 now, so brunch. Getting a later start than I wanted to, but if we had stuck around the KOA for their continental breakfast, we'd be probably doing the same time frame. So, but we'll save a lot of time by the fact that I stocked the cooler up with snacks and drinks. So he's gonna have some mixed berries, which is basically strawberries and blueberries, plus he has a drinkable yogurt, and he's gonna start with that. I also have a little box cooler here in the front in the van. You know, it only fits a little bit, but it's good enough. It really is helpful. We make use of it a lot. Teddy's slurping on his yogurt if you hear him back there. So I have in it like a protein shake, There's a chalky milk thingy for him for later cool and some peanut butter balls. And I have a naked juice too. So just a few things. I'm going to have a kombucha and a banana and some water to start with. And then we'll see what else from there. We wanted a break, and what better break than Peach World? Here off exit, I think it was 58. Teddy is posing next to the big mural for the love of Peach. And if you're my husband, you'd be singing that song Peaches by Presidents of the United States, POTUS. All I can hear in my head now is millions of peaches. First thing Teddy sees is this, which I'm assuming is probably for gem mining. He just likes looking at the water. Leave it alone, honey. There you go. Look at the watermelons, Teddy. He's trying a sample of peach ice cream. We've been trying samples of everything. It's awesome in here. Even though he had quite a haul with the sample of the ice cream, out of all the treats in there, his choice, and he sampled a lot of other treats. And I'm sorry I couldn't get very much film in there, guys. It was a small space and there's a lot of people stopping by today, so it was kind of hard to film, but I highly recommend this stop. I think there's another one along the highway too, and I have their business card and stuff, so I'll kind of show that in a minute. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Leave it there. You got plenty. And I have cobbler, and I'm going to steal some of his ice cream to go with my cobbler, but wow, that was fun. We had a lot of fun in there. And here's my cobbler, and it comes right out of like a heated holding pen, and it was made fresh yesterday. So, oh, and it smells. This is when I wish you guys did have smell-o-vision. This smells phenomenal. So I'm going to try a little bit plain, and then I might use some of Teddy's ice cream. We're just kind of sitting on the sidewalk in front of our van. At least it's in the shade, so it's pretty nice here right now.
Might run me over.
Yep, Teddy and I are talking about the safety of why we stay up on the sidewalk, so someone doesn't run us over, but we're also in front of our van, so we're pretty good. But look at the peaches. And like with a cobbler, your breading part, your doughy part is on the bottom. Wow, delicious. Our treats were awesome, and then I went back over to the little stand because I needed real fruit. I like buying real fruit when I can. You gonna take first bite? Take a big juicy bite. Is it good? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good peach. Good fresh peach. We got a little basket. It was $16. And I find that even in Florida, like with citrus, is sometimes the stands closest to the highway and the easiest to get to. Sometimes a little pricey. But let me tell you, these are gorgeous peaches and well worth every penny in my opinion. So I do not regret supporting local tourism of the area I'm traveling through. I don't regret ever supporting agriculture. And especially since this is kind of considered under the umbrella of agritourism. I mean, they got a lot of nice gift shop. They do have a little petting zoo. Too hot for us to do it today, but so it kind of falls under that agriculture / agritourism realm. And I love to support that whenever possible. And I'm not sure we're going to be sharing this one. Looks like you like that peach, don't you? Wow. I guess that was worth every penny, Teddy. That a good peach? I guess I'm going to have to get my own out of the bag, huh? So I'm telling you, even though he's out of diapers a year ago yesterday, that came up in my memories, a year potty trained, I still grab wipes a lot to have in the car, especially when we're eating snacks like ice cream, juicy peaches, you name it. And I know these come in handy, and I'm going to hand a couple back to Peach Boy back there. We had a bit of a cup emergency, and the reusable cup we were using that was from our last Disney World stay was just, those cups don't last long, and it was kind of looking and not the greatest. So I asked Teddy, I said, do you want a cup? And he's like, yeah. Well, you buy a Tervis here that says Georgia Peach World, and for $2 more you get it filled with a slushie. So I said, well, you can't beat that deal. So look, Teddy, not only do you have a new cup, darling, but you have peach slushie for it. What do you think of that? He's back into Kindle world. You got peach slushie and a snake. So we're in South Carolina now. We never did visit the Georgia Welcome Center Because when we crossed into Georgia, the KOA is right there at that same exit. He was all about the KOA. He wasn't having any patience for any Georgia Welcome Center. But I was not going to miss the South Carolina one. Careful, that's a light. Turn around behind, I'll get your picture. But the thing is I was talking to Mark and totally like oblivious to how close we were to the border. So I didn't get the border crossing like I did Georgia. So here you have it. We're in South Carolina now. So I have to include a funny. It's like hovering between 92, 94 degrees here. It doesn't feel hot to me compared to Flamingo, compared to Everglades. There's not nearly as much humidity as there is in South Florida. Of course, with a little bit of overcast here and there, I actually find this to be ultimately gorgeous, beautiful weather. He's pushing me into the Welcome Center now. Are you pushing me? Are you pushing me? Yeah, this is gorgeous. I could stay here for a while. Nice water fountain. There's also water refill stations. I like seeing those come into play more and more places because I'm always carrying a hydro flask or something. This absolutely screams my child. He loves maps. You don't need to sign in, just use the map and then touch the different buttons to find things. So then here's a nice map of South Carolina. Somebody's drinking one of those chocolate carnation instant breakfasts. He wants some of his Teddy Grahams. They're Mario themed, so he's gonna have fun with that. I think I'm gonna finish his peach slushy. He drank about half of it, said he was all done with that. He's getting tired anyway, so I think he's gonna zone off. So I'm gonna work on some peach slushy. Might have a peach myself on the ride and just kind of start putting some more miles behind us. Wanna smile? Is that a good chalky milk? I guess so, folks. Oh, one lesson we're still working on. When mommy or daddy, because he's done this to Mark too, are in using the potty and we say 3 times, do you have to go? Do you have to go? That's the time to go. But no, for some reason we're in a phase right now where we wait until I'm ready to back. I was literally in reverse backing out and he's like, I think I need to find a potty. And I'm like, okay, pull back in, get out. I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure though, I'm adding this in because I'm sure there's other parents, grandparents, anyone who has children in their realm. You understand. You understand. I just know you understand. But anyway, you know, it's a thing right now. But anyway, we're finally ready to hit the road. We still have a lot of hours. I probably should not have scheduled this way today. We're not going to get to this KOA. Even now, if I was to keep driving without ever stopping, it would still be 6:30 before we get there. I know we'll have to make some other potty stops, but hey, you know, live and learn. Sometimes it's exciting when you're going through territory you haven't gone through in a while, so you want to stop more and absorb it and, well, you know, live and learn. It'll all be okay in the end. We've had to slow down a little bit. Teddy has a previous history with not doing well with some car sickness, so I did finally convince him to not keep looking at his Kindle, and we stopped. We did turn off 95. We're on 26 now, heading up through South Carolina towards North Carolina, towards Columbia actually, and did take another rest area break. This was a really clean rest area. I can't tell you what town we're in. It's after you turn off 95 onto 26, it's the first rest area you come to. So we did go in, potty break, we did a little bit of walking around, tried to convince him though, we do gotta try to move forward, because as it is, we're not slated to get there until 7, so trying to do my best to move forward but not push too much. I did kind of convince him, don't look at screen, don't read, just kind of rest maybe. So we'll update you in a few minutes. We did it. We got through South Carolina. Had to make a few stops for potties and stretching, but that's okay. Now we're in North Carolina, stopping at the Welcome Center, and no matter what I look at, it looks pretty miserable out on 77 for a while with like a 22-minute delay. So we're gonna do a good leg stretch here and get some snacks and just call it that it is what it is. And if that means we get to the KOA really late tonight, well, so be it. Get me sign here, welcome to North Carolina. Feel that breeze though, that feels nice. So first I thought, oh, well, It's 9 minutes after 5. But I'm assuming like potties might have been open. But then I saw it's closed due to maintenance issues. So that's not good. I'm hoping maybe we can find a potty somewhere, huh, Teddy? Take a little walk around. I think it's just airplanes going over, honey. There's an airport right in Charlotte. So there's probably a lot of big planes that go over. We're gonna, I don't know, walk around and see. But if there's maintenance issues, that probably means no potty. So the maintenance issue must just be in the actual visitor center where all the like brochures and stuff are. Thankfully, huh, Teddy, we can use the potty. And if you needed vending, that's still good. So vending, he likes checking out to see what's on the vending machines. But whew, that's a close one, huh? So there, we had quite a time in North Carolina. We're actually technically in Virginia now, but North Carolina had that bad traffic delay, gave us like 30 to 45 minute hold up. So I didn't really want to film much after that. We didn't stop at the Virginia Welcome Center. So we're here. So we're going to close out day 2 of our drive and stay tuned for this cabin tour. Peace and love, gang. Keep adventuring, and well, you know what's next. It is this. This is gorgeous.